Whether uniting as a team or going solo against the world, these players compete in the highest level of professional gaming. They are victors of the mind game, players that possess the X factor when performing in front of thousands. Their names are remembered in the Pro Gaming Hall of Fame. These are the icons of esports. The hum of 1,000 fans echoed through the cavernous arena, a symphony of anticipation. The stage was set, bathed in the glow of neon lights and oversized screens as the crowd erupted into cheers. In the heart of the storm stood a trio of esports prodigies. All French lineup Team Vitality were undoubtedly the rising stars of the Rocket League world. Alpha 54, Radosin, Zen, and former coach Ferrer danced through the virtual battlefield with unparalleled finesse. The journey to this moment had been arduous. From the early days of scrimmages in dimly lit gaming houses to the rigorous training sessions that pushed them to the limits of their abilities, Team Vitality had weathered it all. They soon found themselves on the grand stage, facing off against the titans of the esports world in the RLCS World Championship. In April of 2023, Vitality entered the spring season of the 2022 to 2023 Rocket League Championship Series. They were coming off the back of a challenging winter season, where they bombed out against Team Liquid in the winter major quarterfinals. A new season meant a complete reset for the squad, and boy did they turn heads in the first out of 3 spring qualifying online events.
Chronic, back out, booming clear, 10 seconds, Team Liquid, what have you got?
Yes, Team Liquid are a start for boost there, the attack slowed down. And here comes the Chronic, reset, tries to fake the defenders out, but they're both waiting for him. He's given them the ball, Vitality are gonna win this, they've done it!
Seeking retribution, Vitality claimed their victory over Team Liquid at the European Spring Open in a clutch 7th game of the Grand Finals, earning a bulk of RLCS points alongside riches and rewards.
And it's in for Zen! Yes, let's hope it is imminent.
Only weeks later at the Spring Cup, the team once again wowed audiences as they cascaded through the main event bracket. Only this time, they came face to face with the honourable mixed European side, Carmen Corp.
Almost
4 games to just 1, Carmen overthrew Vitality in the grand final, forcing a series reset after 39 seconds of overtime. In the end, it was the almighty Team Vitality that prevailed by turning everything around in the reset. With a score of 4-0, they claimed the 6th and final game of the Spring Open, making the Frenchmen back-to-back RLCS champions. The Spring Invitational, the last online event before the live major, saw Alpha 54, Zen and Radosin perform out of their minds.
Radosin, though, able to capitalise on the stake. Players from Team BDS and a bit of a scrap, but apart from that...
This time around, it was reigning world champions Team BDS who pushed through the upper bracket alongside Vitality, eventually punching their ticket into the grand final. Ruthless in every way, Team Vitality was not to be trifled with. On the battlefield of Deadeye Canyon, the team in black and yellow cleaned up the world champions, locking in their 3rd RLCS European win for the year.
Zen passes it to Alpha and it's almost over.
That's it. On the 0-second mark, Vitality earn themselves the European regional treble.
The RLCS Spring Split Major was right around the corner. And Team Vitality were easily the team to watch going into the live $310,000 Boston Spectacle. From Oceania to South America, Europe to Asia Pacific, each RLCS region in the world sent forth its most elite teams to play their hearts out in front of an animated crowd. This time around, Vitality was forced to play from behind as they scaled the losers' side of the main event bracket. A clutch 4-3 victory against Carmen Corp secured their spot in the live event's grand final. Seeking redemption, Team BDS, who had dominated the Spring Split Major upper bracket, were going to take revenge on Vitality. To the crowd's amazement, Vitality overthrew Team BDS to secure the first Grand Final series, resulting in a bracket reset.
Back for the bracket reset with 10 seconds off now. Final 5 opportunities. Another stage for Vitality. It's a long shot. It's on target. It's a bracket reset.
Redirect it and Deutsch back towards their own half.
Vitality had to focus now that the Grand Finals playing field was levelled. Unfortunately, a narrow 2-1 win on Manfield was enough to reignite the BDS spark in the first game of the reset. Vitality turned the tables in the following game. Zen's 2-minute 38 long shot sank the game's only goal, tying the score. 16 seconds of a heart-pounding overtime saw the crowd brace for impact in the third matchup. At 2 aside, it was another perfectly timed long shot from Zen that confirmed Vitality's lead in the grand final reset.
Rise, the benefactor of the kickoff. Seiko now right wall with 70 round the side of 1, but the double commit from Vitality since these more and more challenges. BDS now looking big, looking open as the net is!
Radosin is finally playing on this stage.
The trip to the Utopia Coliseum straight after was no better for BDS. Radosin and Alpha 54 went to work on the blue goal square early, leading into a punishing 3-1 victory. It was do or die for BDS in Game 5, but just 22 seconds in, Alpha 54 opened up with first blood. Knowing time was vital, Rise from Team BDS brought the final match to 3 goals apiece, with just under 2 minutes left on the clock. Alpha 54 caused a big upset as he worked the ball off the backboard to score Vitality's 4th goal. In a jaw-dropping turn of events, Team BDS missed an opportunity to pocket the ball, which was made even more devastating as Radosin capitalised on the mistake.
Down by Vitality once more. Rise defence on the backboard. It has to be more. It has to be now. It's going in. It's surely going in. Yes!
Wow! The final 30 ticks down. It's another my goal. It's a counter-attack. It's Radosin after everything. Vitality stand on its shoulders.
Radosin's quick thinking cemented Vitality's lead, crowning the trio as the new RLCS Spring Split Major champions in front of a screaming crowd. 2023 truly was the year of Team Vitality, but the legacy they were leaving behind was far from over. On the 13th of August 2023, Rocket League history was made under the roof of the PSD Bank Dome, live from Düsseldorf, Germany. 24 Rocket League teams from one end of the earth to the other took to the RLCS World Championship main stage, ready to play their hearts out in the biggest event on the professional Rocket League calendar. Alpha 54, Radosin and Zen crash-landed through the live event as expected, And through sheer determination, they defeated Team Falcons and Carmen Corp to earn a royal seat at the end of season spectacular Grand Finals table.
6 seconds to go. Huge clear. Assurance for Team Vitality.
The Swarm have overtaken the blue wall. Coming for the Fallen.
With all their skill and experience, the team knew that they would need to bring everything they had to knock one of the greatest Rocket League teams off the top of the World Finals podium. That team would once again be Team BDS, Vitality's biggest rival in the esports ring. Both teams took their seats for what was the most important series in their careers. Nervous but excited to be playing in front of thousands. The map of Manfield would kick things off between these two European heavyweights. And after a minute went by, it was Radosin who scored the opening grand final goal. Another was found by Radosin passing the 3-minute mark after a missed opportunity by BDS's Monkey Moon. Followed up with a grand play by Zen, Game 1 was snapped up by the Black and Yellow Army, 3-0.
Rice doesn't get the boost off the kickoff. Has to call in Monkey Moon, who again has not found any sort of purchase on the ball. Now Zen has scored! The problem is...
Manoeuvring around Seiko and Monkey Moon, Radosin found the perfect entry less than a minute into Game 2, claiming yet another game-opening goal. That singular goal would be the only one scored at the Forbidden Temple, leading into back-to-back wins for Team Vitality. Watching the grand finals slip away from them, Team BDS called for a timeout. Something had to change. Vitality was wiping the floor with them, and it all needed to turn around in Game 3's DFH Stadium.
So much experience on Vitality's side.
Just 2 seconds into the game, Team BDS's rise struck with ferocity. Vitality knew that they were about to deal with a different kind of BDS, leading into the business end of the grand final. Radosin and Alpha 54 answered back only seconds later with solid passes and exceptional goal shooting. Shifting into a high-scoring game, there was no way Vitality was going to let their opponents overthrow them. Bumping bodies in overtime, it was this clutch slam from Zen that ended it all, propelling Team Vitality to tournament point.
Radosin's there, just pops it up. Rice was waiting on the sidewall. Still manages to get a touch in. There's Alpha off the side. Monkey throws himself back.
At this moment, Team Vitality was living the esports dream.
It's Vitality's world.
A win at the Utopia Coliseum was all they needed to take the crown. And Alpha 54's remarkable pass to Zen for an opening 12-second goal was the perfect start to game number 4. The crowd was going wild only seconds later when Zen found another. Vitality was on the rise as the new RLCS World Champions, and there was nothing Team BDS could do about it. They strived to find any sort of opening to challenge their opponent, but ultimately fell short as time ran out. That weekend, Team Vitality completed their 2023 Dream Run. The title, the trophy, and the lion's share of a massive $2.1 million was awarded to Team Vitality for their outstanding play in Germany. As cheers reverberated throughout the arena, Alpha 54, Radosin, Zen and Coach Ferrer stood at the centre of the stage, their faces a mix of elation and disbelief. In that moment, they weren't just players, they were legends in the making, etching their names into the annals of esports history. The esports world had witnessed the birth of a new dynasty, and Team Vitality had become the new standard bearers of excellence in competitive Rocket League.
Congratulations are in order to all of you.
Thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to keep up to date with the amazing esport content from around the gaming globe. Only on Unbeaten Esports.